The first of two main events here in Brooklyn. A few moments ago, Stephanie McMahon said she wanted a revolution, and that revolution started here at NXT.
The revolution being spearheaded by the likes of Sasha Banks and Bayley. Extraordinary women who give it their all and leave everything in that ring night after night.
I have to echo the sentiments of Triple H from earlier today. We don't put our women in the main event. Our women are the main event.
The title's on the line. NXT Women's Championship. The boss, Sasha Banks, versus the ultimate underdog, Bayley. Sasha Banks has owned the NXT Women's title for 192 days, capturing it in a fatal four-way back in February 11th at Takeover Rival. And of course, Sasha's a big part of the women's revolution in WWE. She has a huge matchup tomorrow at SummerSlam, but the title is on the line tonight.
Sasha truly believes she is the baddest woman around.
Sasha told me earlier today she's not going anywhere. Team bad or not, women's revolution or not, it's all about the NXT Women's Championship. That title means so much to her.
Carefully measured knee drop. I wasn't expecting this killer instinct from Bayley, dictating the pace of the match now.
She bails in a hurry. Back between the ropes. Sasha doesn't believe that Bayley can get the job done tonight. Part of that reasoning is that Bayley has beaten Sasha twice for a #1 contender spot, but lost both of her title matches against then-champion Charlotte, at which point Sasha then targeted Bayley for wasting an opportunity.
And that's the issue Bayley is trying to fight here. Being so close to the finish line, but never being able to cross it.
Sleeper slam.
She's got a long way to go before she should be thinking about a pinfall victory here.
Oh, she knows that one works.
If you ask me, Sasha Banks is going to try to find a way to intimidate Bayley.
I'll tell you why Sasha Banks has been aggressive as of late. She's had a stranglehold on the NXT Women's Championship for the last 7 months.
Yeah, we've seen Sasha have no problem rubbing that fact in Bayley's face.
Bionic elbow.
Right to the forehead. Big slam from the hugger.
Corkscrew elbow drop.
Sasha finding herself in trouble here. Her championship is in jeopardy.
If you think there's a snowball's chance that she's going to lose the title in the biggest night ever in NXT, you are out of your mind.
I think there's...
And this incredible match continues. Bayley driven into the corner.
Bayley's certainly bringing the best that she's got, but it's just not enough to take down the boss.
The boss is so confident in her element right now, and Bayley's taking the brunt of it.
Bayley starting to fire up. Bayley showing some life. And that was Banks face first off the turnbuckle.
Where the hell is this even coming from?
Bayley, an incredible resilience being shown here.
Bayley's got Banks hung up in the tree of woe.
This could be Bayley's moment.
Look out, boss.
Oh, with an elbow.
Momentum switching in this match.
Banks is down.
This has got to be it.
Cover for Bayley and a kick out.
Oh, I had a heart attack there. To Byron's point before, Bayley winning can be very inspirational. But the truth is, sometimes you don't cross the finish line. You just end up living as runner-up.
That's a very defeatist attitude, Graves. Sometimes coming in second only makes you want it more. It can give you the knowledge you need to get over that hump to reach your goal.
You say defeatist, I say realist. Look, Bayley has the biggest opportunity of her life in front of her. She's going to have to fight until she can't fight anymore. I'll give her all the credit in the world. She is tough. She's just not tough enough to beat the boss.
Elbow drop.
Do you guys honestly believe the NXT Universe wants to see a headband-wearing little girl as their champion? 'Cause that's what we'll get if Bayley wins.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a good headband on a girl. I mean, it's functional in a fight, and I find Bayley's side ponytail to be quite adorable. As long as you keep the scrunchies off the wrist, then we're all good.
Renee, I think Corey was talking more about Bayley being childish and not a fit to represent the championship, not specifically her headband.
Oh, well, then you're just wrong, Graves. Obviously, by the sound in Brooklyn tonight, the NXT Universe would love Bayley as the NXT Women's Champion, and I'm on board with them.
A quick reversal by Bayley. to say, Corey, there is no sense of a lack of confidence on the part of the champ.
She's supremely confident with great reason. The boss is someone you should aspire to be, while Bayley's been a false role model. Every single girl should look up to Sasha Banks.
False role model? You're so off base, Graves. Girls around the arena are dressed up as Bayley. She's nothing but pop.
Can she do it here? And another kick out.
That's too early for that.
Byron, looking at Sasha Banks and Bayley, do you think that Sasha is still underestimating Bayley?
I think she is. Sasha could get in Bayley's face and talk all the trash she wants about being better. And Bayley is tired of hearing that, tired of being disrespected.
Byron, there's a reason why Sasha's on Raw and SmackDown and Bayley's not. You want to know the biggest difference between Sasha Banks and Bayley? It's the NXT Women's Championship. The title's a reality for Sasha and a dream for Bayley.
Graves, I gotta argue, but
Overhand strike from the boss. Michael Cole, get ready.
Oh, I can't wait. Here we go. Sasha Banks. From mushroom stomp.
A championship level.
Is it enough here? Near fall after near fall. What a battle. You know, Ray, Bayley is out here with a lot to prove. Her family is in attendance. Bayley sends her opponent outside the ring.
If the hunger has her in her sights.
Corner post baseball slide.
The champ's eyes look glazed over.
That is a huge opening for Bayley.
Look at Bayley here with the emphatic offense.
These superstars have endured so much punishment.
Certainly looking worse for wear, but the tide can shift at any moment.
Guys, have you noticed Bayley's wrist gear?
yeah, I actually saw it earlier today. Bayley wanted to make sure that we pointed it out for her. It's a tribute to Dusty Rhodes. Obviously a man who's a big part of NXT, a huge inspiration to every competitor here in NXT. A fitting tribute to the Dream.
Yeah, Dusty had an influence on the boss's career too. Dusty helped Sasha realize she was the boss and that she didn't need anybody else.
Oh, now it's the boss with a little smack talk. And look, it hung up on the second rope.
Oh, look at this aggression. Bayley on the offensive.
Pretty drop kick.
That polka-dotted wrist gear we mentioned isn't only a tribute. Remember, Bayley had a hand injury that put her on the shelf for 2 months. Is it something she still worries about?
Yeah, I think Bayley is more dialed in and focused than we've ever seen her. I think her adrenaline overrides any worries that she might have.
Look at Bayley and Sasha. This has been one hell of a match. Bayley went with the elbow. Sasha hung on.
Once again to the injured hand. Brilliant strategy by Banks.
Just a clear bullseye for the champ to capitalize on.
Well, this is the beginning of the end for the huggable one. Look at this ruthlessness from Banks.
Yeah, but that's why Sasha Banks is known as the boss. Taking over here.
Now, poor Bayley, this is such a bad situation for her right now. Sasha just focusing on that injured hand.
Terrible situation.
There is no feasible way for Bayley to win a fight with one hand against Sasha Banks.
Don't discount Bayley just yet, Graves. I mean, yeah, she's in a bit of trouble right now. She's still got fight in her.
Your eyes working okay, Renee. Now is the time to start discounting Bayley. She's done.
Oh, no!
The steps.
This is bad news for Bayley.
Banks just taking her time.
Sasha Banks now just torturing and attacking her. Oh, God.
Yeah, I don't know how Bayley's going to come back from this one. I mean, her hand's done. Imagine what that's going to do to the rest of your body.
Bayley in serious trouble. And now, what is Banks doing?
Unfortunately, the feel-good story will not have a happy ending.
God, she may have a broken hand. A relentless assault by Banks.
I have never seen the champ this aggressive, this ruthless.
Bayley is in trouble. Bayley is hurt.
The official's thinking about stopping this one with good reason.
I don't know how Bayley can come back right now. I mean, you can't gain any momentum after that. Oh, my God!
Oh, my God!
You've got to be feeling for Bayley. You know that injured hand must be killing her. Sasha's exploited it out of desperation in this match.
Oh, you're kidding me. If Bayley's brave enough to compete with an injury, she's brave enough to have it exploited. There's nothing illegal about what the boss has done.
What it shows is that Sasha's strategy wasn't working, so she had to take a shortcut, had to get dirty.
How can you call it a shortcut, Renee? There's nothing illegal about this. Bayley came in willingly with her hand taped up. She's got nobody to blame but herself. You do what you have to do to retain your championship.
Byron, where do you think this unrelenting hatred Sasha Banks has for Bayley comes from?
I honestly believe that Sasha Banks sees a bit of herself in Bayley. Because when Sasha first came here, she was that girl, that innocent girl who wanted to do the right thing. Was happy with a handshake and a pat.
Okay. I'm going to cut you off here because you're delusional. There is no way that Sasha Banks sees any of Bayley in herself. Sasha was born to be the boss, born to be the best. She is revolutionizing the game and doesn't have time for people like Bayley. She's evolved. She's grown up, while Bayley has arrested development. Bayley's still a 15-year-old girl at heart.
Oh, I think Sasha couldn't find success the way she initially had hoped to, the way Bayley is doing it now. And she holds some bitterness in her heart because of it.
Oh, no. This does not look good.
This is exactly what you do not want to see.
Human anatomy wasn't built for this.
You know, I think Byron brought up a good theory, Graves. Sasha's an evolution of that girl who's just happy to be here. She didn't just wake up being the boss. She had to evolve into that. And now tonight's the night for Bayley to become more. And not just because she's a girl who's satisfied getting the opportunity. We've seen a more intense side of Bayley lately, and that's part of the maturation process, don't you think?
Don't even try, Renee. You're just trying to project. The boss has nothing in common with Bayley. She pities Bayley. Sasha feels bad for her. She's annoyed with her. She wants her out of the picture altogether.
How in the world do these superstars have anything left at this point?
The arena's thinking the same thing. All eyes are focused on this moment.
Remember, Bayley had to go through Charlotte and Becky Lynch to become the #1 contender.
Sasha Banks telling Bayley, you're just not good enough. That Becky Lynch and Charlotte were threats. You're not a threat.
Hey, that's just more fuel for Bayley's fire. There's only so many times you can take being mislabeled and misjudged and not being taken seriously. Believe me, Bayley's had enough.
I agree. I mean, come on. You defeat women of Charlotte and Becky's caliber and still don't receive the respect of the champion? It should dig at Bayley. I completely understand.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Back now inside the ring.
Up and Meteora!
She goes for the cover. What's it going to take to keep her down?
Man, Bayley is running on fumes, but that didn't stop her from escaping there.
Scoop slam.
Oh, look out! Elbow drop. Lost in the corner right now.
Oh, the reversal by Bayley.
Bayley, what's she looking for here? Looks like she's struggling for air, and that's a direct result of this continued assault on the torso.
Here it comes, looking for the Bayley to belly. Sasha Banks sinking down her weight.
Banks rolls through, shoulders down. Oh! Trying to hang on.
Great counter by Banks.
Oh! Face first. Sasha.
This has got to be it. Can Bayley hang in there?
Banks statement.
This is where the fairy tale ends.
Is Bayley going to tap?
Sasha Banks trying to snuff out the hopes and dreams of Bayley.
Oh, Sasha
Look
Banks
at
has
this.
none of it.
A ruthless boss just stomping on the injured hand. Thanks for coming, Bayley.
How the hell is Bayley still in this match?
Banks counters back to the center of the ring, but no!
What a reversal, what a counter!
Bayley with the Banks statement.
Locked in.
Can you imagine beating Sasha with her own finishing move, her own submission move?
We humiliate the boss. Sasha luckily makes it to the rope, forcing the break. The damage has been done.
Oh, what's Bayley got to do now? What's the next move?
And there's the reversal from Sasha Banks.
Captured the leg. Big mistake.
Oh, and a kick right to the hamstring. Oh, what a drop kick. On the mark. Gets out of there in a hurry. She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count. Oh, targeting the stomach. Big boot. Woo-wee.
Oh, from behind.
Oh, wow. Steiner.
Nice. Ooh, vicious kick. Sasha striking right to the kidney. And Bayley evades that one.
Hit the mark with that one.
Stomping. Ouch.
Sasha Banks avoided that attack and hit back even harder. Bayley's got it hooked.
Bayley to belly. The title's in jeopardy here.
Cover. Shoulders are down. 1, 2.
And you know what that means? It means she probably has something even more devastating to finish her off with.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
The roar of this crowd has been building, and they are in a... And another reversal.
Seems like we're back where we began, Michael.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. No hugs from Bayley here. She's efficient and dangerous with her offense thus far.
Oh, no. Up on the top rope.
Hazardous part of town for these two competitors.
This could go south in a hurry. Here we go.
Taking it to her midsection yet again.
How she's absorbing this punishment is beyond me.
And here's Bayley.
Bayley's got to be looking for something big here.
What do you think she's thinking about doing here, Bayley?
Anything she wants, she's in complete control. Oh my God, heading up top.
I'm not sure I like what's about to happen here. Bayley has got something crazy in mind. I
kind of love it.
Whoa!
Planting her. Elbow right to the back of the neck.
Oof.
Look at this. The old corkscrew elbow drop.
Nothing friendly there.
This place is going insane.
The ground beneath my feet is shaking.
It's about to end. Bayley to belly. The title's in jeopardy.
Will it be? 1, 2.
here is your winner, and the new NXT Women's Champion, Bayley!
The culmination of years of verbal abuse, being told you are just not good enough. Bayley shook everything off, stuck to her guns, and is now the new NXT Women's Champion.
The dream of an 11-year-old girl from San Jose, California, who has now established herself as the new boss of NXT, your new champion.
We found out what lengths Bayley was willing to go through to achieve her dream, to dethrone the boss, to become NXT Women's Champion.